Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh. Wait, what? Hi, welcome back. And if you're watching this on the 25th of December, I want to say a Merry Christmas. And I hope you have a wonderful new year. And just kind of throw it out there. If you find yourself coming back to watch my Pathfinder, don't forget, you can hit the subscriber button. That would be a big help for me. I don't say it enough. I should say it more, perhaps. I don't know. But it would be a great help if you could hit that subscribe button and maybe even the like button. You know, since it's Christmas, and if you're not watching this at Christmas, and maybe you could go back to how you felt at Christmas and and do all those. But anyway, anyway, we just had a big, huge conversation with the storyteller, and my theory on who the storyteller is completely off, I'm guessing. I have played, was it Pathfinder Kingsmaker, and I thought the storyteller was going to be Tristan. For those who don't know who Tristan is, let me just say that I fell in love with Tristan. Tristan was my one true love, and then he broke my heart, and now I want to murder him. But I don't think it is him. Which is sad. So we are going places. I don't know where we're going. Where are we going? I don't know. Basically, we've been told that we have to destroy the wardstone at all costs. We have to. Can we go this way? Oh, loot. Ooh, that's a lot of gold. Essentially, I think the idea is to kind of just mop up quests. I think. We really should do her quests. We'll do it at some point. So, what we were doing, we were trying to figure out if Wolfjiff was the informer who ratted out his thiefling companions when they robbed the Sentries and Wonder Shop. I think we will go there. Irabeth said that, you know, that wasn't, you know, she didn't know who the informant was. But gave us some code for a golem's head who may actually tell us who... Well, this place is a dump.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello?
Please, get me out of here.
Hello?
March ahead. I found
I can hear your footsteps. Pull
something.
me out. Hello?
You found a heart.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Hello? Hello?
Free at last. I thought I'd be flattened like a pancake under that rubble. Much obliged. Damn, I'm not in any pain, but my head is still foggy for some reason. What's with all the hubbub in the city? The name's Finian. I'm a Pathfinder. If there's anything I can do to help, I will.
It's a talking weapon. Nice. And it's a talking weapon. You're a Pathfinder.
That's right, Finian Dismar, Pathfinder and Crusader. I roam around the world wound wherever my tasks lead me. Scouting mostly, but this last while I've just been hanging around in Canabras, waiting until I'm needed again. I'm bored out of my mind, but at least this shop makes for better lodging than some inn.
What I meant was, what are you?
What's that supposed to mean? I just told you. You want to know where I hail from, is that it? Well, I'm from around here, actually. We Kelets of the Star-Eye clan fled when the World Wound troubles began. But I couldn't stand by while the demons wreaked havoc, so I came back. Or did you mean to ask about my weapon of choice? Well, my best weapon is every weapon. I'm a skilled and capable fellow, if I do say so myself. I can swing a sword and poke with a spear, but what I am best at is communing with the spirits. They call folks like me Phantom Blades.
A Phantom Blade, and what's that, pray tell?
It's like a spiritualist, but with a twist. It means that some spirit took a liking to me at some point, and it can turn into whatever weapon I need. Handy, eh? I don't need any whetstones or enchantments. Doesn't take up space either. Although, to be fair, it's not a barrel of laughs. The spirits that bestow this kind of power don't come from happy places, and they're not exactly bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. They usually appear after great battles that leave few survivors.
The city is under attack by demons. Did you know that?
Wait, what? The last thing I saw was some thieves breaking in here. And then the guards came, everyone was running around. After that, it's a bit of a blur. Right when things got intense, they dropped the cabinet on me. I couldn't even help the owner. I was just lying under the shelves like a dimwit until you came along. If there are demons in Canabras, we must do something about it. The city needs every blade it can get. Hey, do you mind taking me with you? I don't think I can handle this alone. And besides, the more the merrier.
How did you end up in this shop?
I've been waiting here so long I don't even remember anymore. Just sitting and waiting for any word from the Pathfinders, but it looks like everyone has forgotten about me. The shop owner is an old friend of the Pathfinders, so I've taken up residence here.
All right, I'll take you with me, funny talking sword. Weapon. Thing.
I swear you won't regret it. I can do all sorts of things. Is there anything your party is missing? A sword, a spear, a bow? Just say the word.
Okay, a jack of many trades. You now have a unique companion, Finian, the talking weapon. You can access him through a special button in your inventory. Click on it to start a dialogue with him or to change his form. He can take the shape of any weapon and can then give him to one of your characters in your party. There is no limitation to change Finian's form. Finian will become more powerful as his personal story process. Oh, okay. Oh. Who will we give him to? Oh, I mean, it could be mine. I have my phone away. Oh, there he is. Okay. So let's start dialogue. Hail to the adventurers. You know, I've never regretted following you. Everyone seems to revolve around you, like beavers in a mill wheel. I'll have a lot to write in my report to the Pathfinder Society, although thinking about it, it's been a while since I've sent them any reports. I want to talk about you. Sure, go ahead, although I haven't really done anything noteworthy yet. Do you realize that you're a weapon? What kind of question is that? I mean, sure, the clerics keep going on about every crusader being a weapon of Imode, but I don't speak of myself in fancy words like that. I'm just a lad with 2 arms, 2 legs, and more freckles than I'd like. I choose where to go and whom to fight for. I don't want to be someone's weapon, you hear. Arduin is dead. Now everyone decides their own fate. Okay, how did you become a Pathfinder? I've always wanted to be one, ever since I was a kid. I remember I'd go out to the edge of the village at sunset and then just keep walking until I got tired or someone dragged me back by the ear. It was like something was drawing me away from home. My clan wasn't the nomadic kind. Before the wound opened, the idea of traveling anywhere would never have crossed the minds of many in the clan. They were content with their community or their patch of land. But I always wanted to see what lay beyond the bend in the road, over the familiar hill beyond the horizon. My father, he wanted to teach me to be a shaman like him, but as soon as I came of age, I was off looking for the Pathfinder Society, and I found it in Iz. After 3 weeks of travel on foot, I passed their trials and they accepted me. My father hasn't spoken to me since, but that's all right. Once he hears my great deeds, he'll come around someday. All I wanted was to rush off to some faraway land and find treasure trove no one else had discovered yet. But I knew I had a duty to Sarkoris. When the wound opened, the demons, the havoc. In the end, I never went anywhere. But as soon as the things calmed down, I'm setting off to explore Aslant. I've already decided great ancient ruins. That's my kind of life. Being surrounded by the wreckage here is depressing, as I'm sure you know. Do you remember anything from before you ended up in Kennebrace? There's uncertainty in Finian's voice. I mean, a lot of things happened. I remember how happy everyone was when the Wardstone was placed in Kennebrace. That was a celebration. Wow, so he is old. Finian is silent for a few minutes. And I remember when the cultists took me, cut down my whole party and dragged me to their ringleader. Don't know his name, everyone just called him the Bladesmith, but after that, my memory is all fuzzy. For some reason, he didn't sacrifice me or anything, just knocked me around, said he'd been looking for a phantom blade for a long time. I don't remember why. I escaped. What I did, I can't remember that either. Some crusader picked me up in a wound, brought me to Canterbury's, and that's where I stayed, licking my wounds. Maybe there was mix-up and now they think I'm dead? Why else would none of them contact me this whole time? The Wardstone, you say? What you're describing happened decades ago. Oh, that's rich. Next you'll be going to tell me I've been sleeping for decades. Last year, that was... Well, maybe the year before last. I couldn't have been wandering the wound that long. I would have been dead or an old geezer by now. Now, quit messing with me. Finian, you need to understand, you're no longer human anymore. Finian's voice sounds concerned. Hey, are you feeling all right? Maybe you need to have a lie down. I'm standing right in front of you. Poke me if you like. As a human as they come. Or do you think my travels have worn me down so much I've become an animal? Not happening. My folks taught me to stay human. Always, no matter the circumstances. To remember who I am and never to shame my ancestors. You okay there? Are you still able to commune with spirits? Maybe I can, only they don't want to answer me. I'm still a spiritualist, a phantom blade. My power is within me, but I have this feeling like I'm separated from the spirit world by some kind of transparent wall. I keep knocking, but no one can hear me, I think. Finian's voice forces a chuckle. Guess all the Bladesmith's torture did a number on me. He broke something inside. Okay, I want to talk about something else. I don't need to... You talk too much. Oh, that's mean. That's it for now. I should get going. If you feel like chatting, I'm always here. Wait. How do we... Ha. I think I'm definitely proficient in... Oh, I'm definitely proficient because I'm pretty sure I'm proficient. So 3 to 9 damage, but it gets better. I'm definitely proficient. Hold on. Yeah, with a scythe. So yeah. Okay. Oh, we get to loot. Oh, I didn't get to read it, but yeah, ooh. Pipefox provides +3 insight bonus on knowledge, arcana, and 2 insight. Ooh, that's cool. Would you stop drinking? Why are we using that? Okay. What's this? Pile of rubbish. The formerly well-appointed shop now looks like a sorry state. It has been completely ransacked, lying in the corner next to a scorched wall are the soot-covered shards of a clay golem's head. The golem's eyes glow in the gloom. Master, code word. Hand of a Yavori. Code word, correct. The golem's eyes glow brighter. Awaiting orders. Where did you come from? Who created you? This golem was created by Gaffrian and Son, address, third building on the right, Jewelers Alley, Nerisan, Mendev, model G504ENE, which stands for Experimental and Enhanced. For all inquiries, contact Mr. Gaffrian. Tell me about any suspicious people who came to the shop in the last week. The golem is silent for a moment. 56 individuals entered the shop. Human, female, old, gnome, male, old, human, female. He'll be reeling off customers until nightfall. We need to ask it in a different way. Were any of the suspicious people tieflings? The golem is silent for a while. Tieflings, 3. Tiefling, male, middle-aged. Tiefling, male, young. Tiefling, female, young. Describe the young male tiefling. Tiefling, male, medium, height, short horns, curling backwards. Medium length, tail, color, eye color, yellow, hair color, black. Special observation. Annoyed master. Horns, hair, tail. That sounds like me. But it's not possible. I know what the securities are like here. I didn't even come near the place. I give you my word, Chief. No special observation. Subject was unremarkable. Yeah, see, can't it be me? Describe the middle-aged male tiefling. Tiefling, male, medium height, long horns, medium length tail, eye color, pale blue, skin color, dark. Special observation, red hair. Oh, that's our trader. I'd bet your life on it. Charisma drilled it in our heads that we wouldn't go hanging about the shop. Red hair. Oh, we've got a couple of gingers and plenty more who get it out of the bottle. So much for a special observation. Gollum ain't all they cracked up to be, eh? Maybe if it's the master who knows more. Describe the female tiefling. Tiefling, female, above average height. Hair, long, pale. Tail, not observed. Long horns. Eye color, blue. Special observation, scar on nose. Baldric with gold stitching. I don't know that one. A new arrival, most likely. Gold stitching, eh? Wouldn't mind getting to know her a little better. The golem is silent and waiting for an order. Where is your master? Philemon Fulietros, my master, is in his hiding place. Revealing the location of the hiding place is prohibited. 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 He's likely holed himself up in the basement with the commotion started. The entrance should be around here somewhere. Where is the basement in this place? The basement is below me. I guard the basement. Leaving my post is prohibited. I found out everything I wanted to know. We need to move you. But first, let us have another proper nosy.
Our path leads on.
Might be trap, might be treasure.
Ooh. Okay, let's move you. No, no, sorry. Let's move you. Okay, let's go down to the basement. I'm choking here. I wanted to wear my Christmas tea jumper. Now take your port and your wine.
I am helpful, am I not?
Indeed. The elderly gnome, so portly as to be nearly spherical, is curled up in the corner of the basement shaking. Oh, marauders! Scavengers! Yeah, makes sense. We're all of those things, and much, much more. Before you report us to the authorities, mind if we have a chat? Please, calm down. No one's going to rob you. In front of you. We've already done that. The gnome pays it. You do look better dressed than the local thieves and ragamuffins. You came here to tell me that the nightmare is over. No, it's not. You're here to steal my riches. Get back! The gnome notices Wolfjiff and his rounded face turns scarlet. You, Wolfjiff, you dirty little sneak thief. You've been sniffing around my shop for years. Finally worked up the courage to rob me, did you? Get out to here. You and your pals have taken everything already, I'm sure. The gnome seems to settle slightly. My name is Philemon Fuliatros. I was the owner of this shop, but I'm not sure I can claim to be the owner of anything now. I hope there's at least something left of it. Oh, come off it. Your shop's fine. It's a bit ransacked, maybe, but nothing a bit of a spit and polish can't fix. Where were you the night of the robbery? Oh, do you think I robbed my own shop? I was here in the basement. I was told to make it look like I'd left. The watch was very keen to get their hands on those thieflings. They seem to be multiplying all over Galarion. So, of course, I did everything they said. Now, I've been stuck in this basement since then. The golem wouldn't move away from the door no matter how much I yelled at it. But then I thought that it was all too for good. Somebody came by after the guards and caused a ruckus upstairs, bellowing like mad, taking advantage of my absence. Tell me about the tieflings that have visited the end centuries and wonders recently. Why should I tell you anything about my customers? You're not from the city guard or the Eagle Watch. Ah, Chief, if he keeps digging his heels in, just say the word. I know how to loosen his tongue. I'm helping the Eagle Watch to catch the culprits. It's in your interest to tell me everything. So, they haven't got the thieflings? Oh, I thought the city's finest were on the job, and they'd the gnome size. Can't rely on anyone. Ask me questions then, if it's so important. Tell me about Wolfjiff. Philemon's face wrinkles into state. Wolfjiff Jeffto, right? Yes. I've known him a long time, though, and I'd rather not know him at all. He's been skulking around my shop for years, treating the place like a free museum. He always wanted to look at the moon of the abyss, and I'd chase him, but he'd just slink back in again. If he was with the gang that robbed my shop, I'll bet anything he'd swipe the moon. How comes I'm the prime suspect? Whoever betrayed us all, that's the one who got the moon. I want to see it returned too, you get me? I don't like the idea of other people's grubby mitts on it. Tell me about the red-haired tiefling. Philemon falls to thinking. A red-haired tiefling? Well, suppose. Yes, there was one who came in, spent a long time looking around. He was a person of modest means, I could tell by his clothes. But he asked me to show him an Azimar-made chainmail. Oh, he certainly couldn't afford it. That's when I suspected, yep, I'll tell you, I suspected something was off. I checked everything after he left, but nothing was missing. And that put my mind at ease. Can't remember what he looked like. Didn't get a good look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing. That's all I have. Tell me about the tiefling woman. Philemon scratches his chin. Tiefling woman. Yes, I remember now. A noble lady, unlike the tiefling ruffians we all around here. She purchased magical equipment for the crusade, and she promised to come again. And if only all tieflings were like that, I'd be laughing all the way to the bank. Okay, I have found out everything I wanted to know. If it isn't enough to help you catch the thieves, then I don't know what else to tell you. Now, be on your way and leave me in peace with my wretch of a shop. Oh. Well, we found out that it's the dude. Not necessarily the red one. It could be both, though. Could be both. Oh, wow. Oh, wait, but we're right here. No, we're not. Where are we? Where are we? We're here. Oh, right, we're on this. Okay, I think we'll go to the tiefling hideout. Charisme drums her fingers nervously on the handle of her blade. Well, are you going to tell me who the traitor is? The name and the moon of the abyss that they stole? I don't need anything else. Let's take a good look at the suspects. The tieflings are tense and ready to reach for their weapons. The only redheads are Melaround and Duffy. The dark-skinned tieflings are Varnier, Duffy, and Melaround. Duffy, Melaround, and Tavi have straight horns, but Tavi is female. Only Varnier and Melaround have green cloaks. I've forgotten! It was the eyes! Wait, I need a little bit more time. Hold on a minute. You didn't get a good look at his face. All I can remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak, like he was freezing. Hold on, the golem had more? Dark. So the skin color was dark. Tieflings are tense. Dark skins is Varnir, Doth, and Melron. Doth and Melron and Tavi have straight hair. Oh, straight horns, sorry. Wait, I need to write this down. Okay. So, dark-skinned is Varnir, Duffy, and Mel Brown. Varnir and Mel have green cloaks. The only redheads are Melron and Duffy. So it's Melron. Right, hold on. Observation, red hair. I spoke to him was person modest means I could tell by his clothes. Can't remember what he looked like. I didn't get a look at his face. All I remember is that he was wrapped in a green cloak. So it's Mel. I'm going with it's Mel. I'm ready to give you a name. The traitor is Melron. You'll pay for this. Voitiel and Hazamir will get you in the end. Okay? I hope I picked right. Grab him. Take him away for questioning. Charisme looks weary, but her early attention has clearly lifted. He confessed. Someone connected to the cult of Baphomet, ordered him to steal the moon of the abyss. And the best idea he could come up with was to drag us all into it. He got the scroll to take out the golem. He betrayed us to Irabeth so that he could swipe the amulet in the chaos. He thought we'd get nicked and he'd slink off to meet with his customer. You've got the moon of the abyss? Let me look at it one more time. My whole life I've dreamt of holding it in my hands, if only for a second. He said when he got to the window display the moon was gone. He's lying, of course. He had time to hand the moon off to the person who ordered it. Bloody cultists. I don't really give a toss. I'm just glad we got to the bottom of this. What are you going to do now? Clear out of this place. The sooner the better. The city's dying, and I don't want to die with it. This city would have already died if not for the people who stood up to defend it with weapons in their hands. So defend it. I'm not stopping you. It's your city. But we've always been outsiders here. Why would I fight for you now? What are you going to do to the traitor? Charisme nonchalantly picks at her nails with her knife tip. Oh, he'll be sent to visit his distant relatives on their farm. To think about what he did. Any more questions? I've never been to a farm. I imagine it's really pretty. Fields and apple trees and chickens. Charisme gives Ember a sideways glance. Yeah, sure, chickens. Can I join the family? Charisme bursts out laughing. That's all you want? You can have your pick of the non-tiefling gangs. You've no need to tread on our territory. The family is for tieflings only. No exceptions. Well, then I have to go. Good decision. I don't plan to hang around long, either. Charisme turns to leave. A sister! Wolfjiff nervously bites his lip. His cheeks are flushed and his tail is swishing through the air. You forgot something. What now? Oh, you should be happy to be alive. An apology? You promised to apologize to me, loudly and in front of everyone. We're alone now, but I still want to hear it. Well? Ah, that. Carisman shrugs indifferently. So sorry, I suppose, for being wrong about you this time. Don't think that just because you didn't act like a jerk this one time, that it cancels out the rest of your record. I know all about you. Till next time, Wolfjiff. That was the most pathetic apology I've ever heard. I failed. Too bad, because that's all I've got. Oh, I tried, Wolfjiff. I'm sorry. I tried. Wolfjiff watches her go. His tail relaxes. Better than nothing. Hey, listen, Chief, when you've got a spare minute, come see me. I have something I want to discuss with you, but for now, let's get out of here. I don't like sitting below ground when the building above is ready to crash down on our heads. Ooh, hello.
Now, what is that?
Ooh. Okay. Shall we be going then? We've got that sort of cleared up. Okay, let us talk to Wolfjiff. Nope. I'll have that. Anytime today, horse. The horse is so annoying. Uh-oh. Oh, dear. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Oh. Wait, what? I mean, that's an entrance.
What in the name of the Green Mother's going on in this crazy town?
The ceiling gives way with a thundering crash, and a griffin lands on the floor of the tavern. In a flash, the creature transforms into a huge, red-bearded man who now stands before you. Folding his arm, he casts the propriety eye over the tavern, and in a deep, booming voice asks, "What in the name of the Green Mother is going on in this crazy town?"
Who's in charge here? You there in the armor? Or is it you, tavern keeper? Or maybe it's you, old-timer? Oh, you, I remember. You were in that ravaged fortress with all the books. You can explain all this to me.
I can?
Well?
I'm gonna will it. Look back at him and say nothing?
You're good. All right. First things first. If by some chance you don't already know, they call me Ulbrig. Ulbrig Olesk. Chief of the Olesk clan. The one that gave Barzog's orcs a drubbing. What, never heard of them either? I'll be damned. Is this an illusion or something? One minute I'm laying myself down for a nap in a glade one summer's day, and the next I'm waking up among ruins and flames and monsters running riot. No one knows me. But you see, my name's famous across Sarkoris. Where in the blazes am I? What's going on here?
You've heard songs that tell of the glorious victory of an alliance of the Sarkorian tribes over an orcish horde led by the chief called Barsag. But that was a long time ago, centuries in the past, before the demon invasion. Is it possible that this man does not know that the Sarkors has fallen? You couldn't come through the door?
The door would have been smarter, right enough. I was asleep too long, that must be it. My head's all muddled. I remember I was flying over the city looking for something, and when I found it, I just drove straight for it. Roads and roofs be damned. But what was I looking for? Drinks? Warriors? Oh, that's not it. Or maybe you. Was I looking for you?
You said you saw me in the library. When?
Now, let me think. Strange, the memory's in there, but it's all broken up in little pieces. So, I opened my eyes, I saw books and stones around me, and you were there. Then I was flying over the city. I had wings, and then I was in this here tavern, and then I saw you again.
In the library, there was a stone statue of the griffin. It came to life suddenly and flew off. Was that you?
A statue, you say? Strange. I don't remember being turned to stone. But if it looked like a griffin, then it must have been me. Take a gander at this. Don't worry, I won't scratch you. I'm no werewolf, I'm a shifter. My powers were granted to me by the sacred griffin Erevar, who protects our clan. I doubt you've got any other griffins flying about this city of yours.
You're saying you fell asleep in Sarkoris and woke up here?
That's what I'm saying to you. I was plucked like a fish from a pond and carried off to God's nowhere.
Can I just note that no one batted an eyelid of this massive great griffin crashing down into the middle of a tavern. You know, it's probably, loads of debris falling down. We've got demons invading, and the music's still playing. People are still drinking. People are still kind of, yeah.
All right, that's enough questions from you. Now answer some of mine. Where am I, and what's going on here?
This city is called Kenabreus. I don't know how long you were asleep, but Sarkoris hasn't existed for hundreds of years.
Oh, I can't take it anymore. Oh, you got me there. You're telling me I fell asleep for 100 years. Sarkoris was swallowed by demons.
Yep.
And Kenabreus, that little fishing village, is now a fortress city. Oh, go on. Pull the other one.
It's all true.
Fine. If you don't want to tell me what's going on, don't. We're in a tavern, not in the middle of nowhere. There's plenty of folks around. I'm sure one of these people will tell me what's happening here. There's one thing I do know without asking. You've got a tough fight on your hands. I'm not one to wait on an invitation to a brawl, so if you're making ready to break some demon horns, I'm going with you. But in the meantime, I'm gonna have a taste of whatever ale they brew here.
Did we just get ourselves a barbarian who can turn into a griffin? That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. Oh, hey there. Just the lass I wanted to talk to. To your health, by the way. Ulbrich sips from his beer mug. I asked around this here city and about the whole hubbub. You lot of fighting and why, and the more I hear, the less I understand. So you weren't lying about Kenabreus and the demons invading. Everyone from the tavern keeper to the knight is giving me the same hokum. They all say Sarkoris was burned to the ground by a bunch of oglins 100 years ago, and Kenabreus, that god's-forsaken village, the size of a pig snout, was turned into this massive fortress to defend against them. Which means I must have slept for 100 years and didn't notice a thing. So, what am I to make of this? Am I a balmy one, or is it everyone else? Or maybe we've all been bewitched by Fae and are living in a yarn they're spinning. Talk about a doozy. Ulrich scratches his beard. I want to ask you something. Do I want to ask you something? Oh, that's right. I have questions I'm going to ask you. Explain to me, plain and simple, back when we first met, what was that all about? And how did I end up in the fortress with all the books? And why did I wake up right when you came? Oh, this is horse feathers. The little horse feathers here is how many questions you're able to ask without pausing for breath and letting me get a word in edgeways. There, I asked them all. Just answer already. I'm all ears. That griffin statue had stood in the library for decades. Does this mean I was napping inside the statue? And what woke me up was probably the grasshopper's god, smashing the city with his scythe. I'm a heavy sleeper, but no one's could have slept through a whopper like that. No, it still doesn't make a lick of sense. Right, so what was it you wanted to ask me about? You're from the Oles clan, right? Tell me about it. Our clan is one of the oldest. Our history goes back to a time before Sarkoris was settled, when our ancestors lived in the mountains in the far north. Once their mountain home had become too small for them, they went down to the untrodden hills and forests of the south, drove out the monsters and the giants, and founded Sarkoris. Even back then, the Olesks were the first into every battle and the first to build a settlement on their land. People wrote so many songs about our deeds that if I would start singing them all to you now, we'd be stuck here for a good month. Who routed the Orcish invaders? Who seduced the Fey Queen and stole her tiara? Whose apples are the size of her hair, and whose ciders made from those apples can knock a bear out? That's right, it's all us, the Olesks. Alright, now your turn. Where do you hail from, and who's your tribe? I don't remember my past too well, who I am, where I'm from. The memories are all hazy. Nah, that's tough. That's like having a whole chunk of your soul just torn out. I hope it all comes back to you. Try putting a spruce cone under your pillow. They say it's very good for your memory. If giants lived here before your ancestors came, you can't really call those lands untrodden now, can you? You're a laugh. Yeah, you're saying giants are people. Have you seen one with your own eyes? They can't even speak our tongue. They just growl and fart. They may look like humans, but they're dumber than frogs. And all they know is eating and fighting. They feast on human flesh, I'll have you know, so don't feel bad for those freaks. Our ancestors were right to cut them down. What was your role in your tribe? I was a chieftain, and not by right of blood like in some tribes. It takes more than being born into a right family to lead the Olesks. You have to earn that right from our divine patron, Avara. The heavenly griffin chose me. Ulbrich chuckles mirthlessly. Except, as you can see, it didn't do my clan much good. The chieftain's duty is to be with their people, in peace and in war, in life and in death. And what did I do? Abandoned them. There's no two-way about it. I missed everything, and I slept through everything. Tell me about your patron, the griffin. Evara, the griffin whose beak has marked the sun and whose talons have raked the moon. Ulbrich crosses his arms in a ritual gesture. He is the ancient protector of our clan from each generation. He chooses one who is worthy of wielding his power and leading his tribe. But ever since I woke up here, he hasn't spoken to me once. No prophetic dream, no answers, no signs. His power is still with me, so he must be alive. Then why is he silent? He shakes his red mane helplessly. Tell me about your homeland. I'll tell you this, Sarkoris isn't a country. Sarkoris is a whole world. Just imagine a lynx standing at the edge of a snowy woods in the north, perch splashing in the Selen in the east, furry bumblebees buzzing over the blooming hills of the south. And everywhere you look, there are people, the likes of which you won't find anywhere in the world. They were the bravest in battle and the fleetest in dance. Hundreds of tribes, each with its own legends, songs, heroes, gods, and spirits. Now tell me, could a land like that really have perished because of a few grasshoppers? I won't believe it, ever. Thank you for your answers. I'm always up for a chat, especially when there's still beer to be drunk. Okay. Soft grass underfoot too. we have a new friend, and now I don't know where he's gonna be in our retinue. Hey, Wolfchip, did you just see the reference?
Look, Chief, I got something to show you. Ta-da! A real beaut, isn't it?
Did he think? Wolfchip comes closer and looks around quickly to make sure no one is eavesdropping. He makes a subtle gesture, and an amulet on a chain appears in his hand. A real silver amulet in the shape of the waning moon and a dark crystal in the middle. The moon of the abyss. So you did betray the thieflings.
That cuts me deep, Chief. You and I saw who the traitor was. It's just that when we robbed the shop, I went in first and took what I wanted. Nothing wrong with that.
I applaud him. I applaud him.
Although, of course, I did think about hiding the moon and just taking myself off somewhere warm when all this blows over. But only because I want to see the world. Is it a crime to want to travel? Huh? Is that what counts for treachery these days?
Did you really have the amulet this whole time?
Since that night, Chief, Melround didn't even set eyes on it. While he was dealing with the golem, I sneaked past them, and that was that.
Remind me, why is this item so important?
Do you really not remember it? Oh, I thought you would appreciate it. It's from the old man Fileman, the owner of the Ancient Trees and Wonders shop. It's the pride of his collection. The Moon of the Abyss, an amulet with a rare crystal crafted by an unknown maker. When I think of how much this thing is worth, it makes my head spin.
So you've been searched by the guards. How did you manage to hide the amulet, or do I not want to know?
Thieves have their ways.
Why didn't you give the amulet to Charisme right away?
What? So she would slay me right away, you mean? You saw how antsy she was over Canabras and all this. So I did it. I took the Moon of the Abyss. But I didn't go to Erebeth, and Big Sister wouldn't hear my explanations. She doesn't have the time. I even thought I'd hide the moon somewhere, and then when all the noise had died down, I'd go get it and make a run for it. I'm sick of the thieflings, and they never appreciated me anyway.
Why did you steal the Moon of the Abyss? Wouldn't you have been able to... You wouldn't have been able to sell an item so rare anyways.
Why, she asks. It's expensive, pretty. And you know, it's my amulet, actually. Not meaning I stole it, but I mean, this is my inheritance. My grandma and I were poor. All we had was a jewelry box with the moon in it. She used to store it under the floor in the basement, and she'd take it out sometimes just to look at it.
Wait, so it's originally his?
She was always nicer when she had a few drinks in her, so I could ask her things then. One time I asked where she got it from, and she said it was from a demon. You know, the demon who was my grandfather. He said the moon was to be passed down. My mom was good for nothing and nobody, so that's why Grandma decided to keep the amulet for me. She used to say it would be mine when I grew up. But she couldn't wait until I grew up. She squandered my inheritance when she became a drunk. Took it to Fileman's shop and pawned it. He gave her some coppers for it, and she didn't even haggle. Just grabbed them and ran back to the tavern before last orders.
That's sad.
I've been going to Fileman's to look at the moon ever since I was a kid. He chased me away, but I just kept going back, so eventually he gave up. He didn't skimp on security. The place was like a fortress, so he wasn't worried about a street rat like me pinching anything. Even when I got more skilled, I couldn't get any closer to it. One day, I had no one to go with. Another day, there were only oafs who'd never stolen anything more than a church donation box. But when Charisme had planned everything out, I realized I had a chance to get the moon and move away from here. Maybe to Garen. I hear it's warmer there. I've stayed with the family for too long.
I mean, it's his. Why is that evil? Why? Why is that right? Evil. You did the right thing by not giving away the amulet. Stealing from thieves isn't even stealing. You have to put yourself first. Come on, help me out here. I'm trying to do like a good run so that we could do an evil run at a later date, but come on. This hurts. You deceived the people who considered you a friend. That's not the way you treat your friends.
Family, friends. You know, some people don't believe in gods, so gods don't exist for them. And I don't believe in family. All that heartwarming talk about sticking together. Ugh. People like to say those things, but when push comes to shove, Sister Carisme used to say that us tieflings were one family, and you see how that turned out. And did you hear that excuse for an apology? I did the right thing, and I was right to want to run when I just planned on stealing the Moon of the Abyss. Everything turned out as it should. Whatever you think, I owe you. I'm not just a thief, I have my own business selling things. Thanks to you, I'm still in the family, and we have the black market sewn up in this city. It's a good way to sell valuables. So, if you need anything, a scroll or something, just say the word. I have a little portal to our people in Nerosian. You put a note there, and you get what you need. I can't get you anything big, but what they do have is all high quality. Nothing's too good for you, Chief. What's mine is yours. For a price, of course.
Okay. Wait, so that... But he's really staying. Wait, hold on. Wolfjip is standing, repeatedly flipping a coin in the air and catching it. He looks bored, but the tip of his tail is twitching nervously. Noticing you, he perks up. Hey, Chief! How about letting me go? Why would you need a thief in your party? What if I rob you in your sleep? I mean, I'm not going to for now, but what if I get a rush of inspiration? Are you really staying in a party or just waiting for a chance to run off? Wolfjiff gives you a hurt look. Oh, as if I could. There are demons and dangers around every corner. The tiefling stops short. Don't worry, Chief. I'll work off my debt, honestly. I won't stab you in the back or go on the run with your money. And if you buy my wares, I won't have to leave at all. Okay, let's have a look. Wolfjiff's face breaks into a happy grin. Look, Chief, the tieflings have all the best things. Okay, whoa, the tieflings are also expensive. I mean, whoa. Mind you, dude, did say I could sell stuff, though. Let me keep that, actually. Okay, what can we buy? Not a hell of a lot, because they be expensive. It's a saber. Can she use a saber? Can we? I don't think so. Finesse. So, yes. I don't know if the red means that they cannot. Yeah, the red means they cannot. So she's currently using 3 for 13. It's not actually all that great at the moment. No. Okay, well, we'll keep him in mind. We'll keep him in mind. We shall.